Wow. Oh my God. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time you're listening to this podcast. And this one is so special. It's so special to me because it's more like a porting, it's more like a transference, it's more like a removal and a replacement, right? We are removing a mindset, and I heard a beautiful definition of the word mindset. Mindset being, when you mix concrete, sand, and cement, and you are mixing it, it's in a soft state. Or after you have casted, done all of these things, you leave it to set, to dry. After it has dried, it is now set. Before you break it, the thing that took you, it took just normal carrying and pouring to just put in place. It will take you heaven and earth to break it down. That's how powerful a concrete is when it is set. So your mind has set on a foundation, and probably if what I'll be saying, if you can relate to everything, then your mind has been set on this foundation, and they are faulty foundations. So yes, it's not be easy. I told you it's not easy to break down a concrete. Yeah. So you will do the conscious work, you will do the intentional work by breaking down. It's hard, but it's doable. It's hard. No matter how big a tree is, it will be hard to uproot, but it is doable. It's possible. Spend days, spend months. We don't mind, but remove it. So it will not be easy, right? All of these things I'm going to be saying here, if you listen to it to just learn and say, oh wow, you're so knowledgeable, that'll be it for you. But if you listen to it to do and to consciously break down the mindset that has been erected unconsciously because of your environment, because of your placement, because of your positioning, because of whatever reason, then you will thrive. So yes, let's get into it. So this is titled Flipping the Plate. Now, why is it flipping the plate? What are we flipping? What are we flipping? What is on the plate? What is on the plate? So the plate is full of what's it called now? It is full of spoilt foods. Let's say rice. Rice is in the plate, but the rice, there is maggot in it. It has spoilt. It is not good anymore. You should not eat it anymore. And so what you do is you pour it away. You turn it away, like people fondly say. You turn it out, pour it away. So we're going to be pouring out, we're going to be flipping out. When you flip the plate upside down, the content in the plate, you don't have to start using your hand or using anything. So when you flip it upside down, you don't have to use unless it's Eba. Please pardon this. Oh my God, I said Eba now. Somebody came to mind. But don't worry, the person is getting better. But yes, let's continue. So we are flipping the plate. We are flipping the rubbish and the nonsense that is in the plate. We are turning it out so that the plate can be fresh. We're going to be washing it as well, and so the plate will come out new, fresh, clean, and reusable. That's the point. That is the point. It will come out clean, fresh, and reusable. Now let me give you another instance. Now you can flip the plate, and by flipping, the plate might break. If it's a breakable plate, the plate might get broken, and so by that breaking, it has not spoiled, right? That breaking is you also dissecting, is you also breaking down the already set mindset that has been set or that has been set. I'm sure you get the context when I say set. So you can break the plate and then give the potter to remold the plates. I'm sure you know all of those plates, they are being molded, and those ceramics and all of these things, they are being molded, and then so that's another angle, that's another way to understand it. So it's in, I'm sure you get the context now. Flipping the plates, that's just the title, right? That's the explanation of the title. Flipping the plate as a function, as you are flipping the plate, it might get broken, and it's a good thing because the plate has been corrupted. The plate has so many rubbish, so it needs to be remolded. So yes, now what are we going to be looking at in this flipping the plate series? It's going to be a series, not just one. It might be two, definitely not two. It's three. It might be four, it might be five, I don't know, but I'm certain of 3 episodes because I'm recording them today, the 3 of them today. So that's how I'm starting. So why, or what are we going to be talking about here? Are we going to be talking about the kitchen utensils? No, we're not talking about spoon, we're not talking about plates, we're not talking about not all of those things. First of all, let me start by saying this. In this world, we are a total of 100%, right? Let me just put it that way. We are a total of 100% in this world. And then, it's actually supposed to be divided evenly. It is supposed to be divided evenly. So we have the 50% and then the 50%. But sadly, that's not the way it is. Sadly, that is not the way it is. We have it's not a fair world. I'm sure you know. By now, you should know that it's not a fair world. So, by the reason of whatever circumstances, it was separated. It was divided into 2. And then we have the 99%. And then we have the 1%. That's how it is. It's supposed to be divided 50% and 50%, or 70% and 30%. But it went as far as 99% and 1%. Now, they have other names. The 99%, they are also called the masses. And then the 1%, they are the elites. The top class, or the top classers. No, that's not correct. The top class people, individuals. The HNIs. We have the masses, 99%. So who are the masses? Who are the masses? Who are the masses? So, in a very, very simple definition, I would say that the masses are the low class people, or the low class individuals. Now, I'm not talking about wealth, range. Okay, if you earn 50,000 naira to 100,000, no, you are in the king. No, that's not the gauge for this. That's not the gauge for this. That is not the gauge for this at all in any way. We are not using money and no, that's not the gauge for this. So the 99%, they are let me just say, they are everything but the elites. They are everything but the 1%. Call them anything, but they are not the 1%. They are not elites. So who are the elites? They are the top class individuals. As simple as that. I don't want to go too deep. You can go to your dictionary and go and check. Okay, ask Google, ask ChatGPT, ask Gemini, ask everything. But this is my definition, and this is what I want you to understand, right? This is how simple it is. That's how simple it is. So now let's go deeper. Now, I learned something early in biology, or no, I think basic science, that there is characteristics of a human being. That means if you see any of these things, it means that the person is the thing that you are looking at is a human being. So if the person has Mr. Ninja D, MR NIGER D, or MR NIGER CAL, right? That's movement, respiration, nutrition, irritability, growth, and so on and so forth, right? I don't want to start, that's not the point, right? If they have all of those qualities, then they are human being. But if they don't have it, they are not human. Now, there is what we call, characteristics means what a thing is I'm repeating the same thing. What a thing is characterized by, what a thing is made of, what a thing is composed of. Do you understand? Please get me. I don't want to go into dictionary meaning. That would be too Just understand, right? So, the characteristics of a phone. If you see something that looks like a phone, you know that this is a phone. Because of the characteristics of a phone, if you see something that looks like a phone, you will say it's a phone. You know the characteristics of a slippers. So when you see a phone, you will not call it a slippers. Because of the same way, the top 1% have characteristics. The 99% have characteristics as well. So, I'm going to be calling out a few characteristics that the top class has. Hey, please help me. The top class individual have that is wanting, or that the 99% are doing the opposite of, and then how you can change to become better, how or what you can do to become even better. And sincerely speaking, trust me, these things are hidden in the little tiny things that you will not believe have anything to do with it. Take this podcast or this series as more, it's a reorientation. That is what it is. It's a reorientation. Take it as that. Now, again, the top class individuals have, please accept it, the top classers and the low classers have characteristics, right? They have characteristics. So if you see something, you just know that this person is this. Yeah, this person is this. Just like a Ghanaian, when the Ghanaian say, what is their tongue again? Oh, good morning. Good morning. They have that. You will just know. You know when somebody is from Ijebu. You know when somebody is from Shaki. You know when somebody is an Ibadan person. You know when somebody is from Ondo. I know. See, when I hear all of these Yoruba people speak, I just know where you are from. These ones that I just spoke about now: Ondo, Shaki, Ibadan, Oyo, Ijebu. I know how they speak, so you can tell because of the characteristics. Now, I'll be calling out a few things that you do that you don't see it as anything, and it's a normal thing. I will not say for us anymore, because I've learned by observation, I've learned by study, I've learned by all of these things, and I am consciously, I'm not out yet. I'm not totally out yet, because it was inbuilt. It was built from the onset. So I am still taking my time to break down my concrete that has been set, the mindset that has been set. Do you understand? I'm breaking it down consciously, and by a great level, I've gone far. Trust me, I've gone far. So I'll be, whoosh. I'll be calling a few. Now, first of all, let's start with this, and I think I've talked about it, my community members, but let me, elaborate. Now, when you are served food, and in that plate of food you have, it just makes sense to even start from there. You see, flipping the plate, I'm talking about food first. Oh my God, that's beautiful. But let's continue. So when you have food, let's say rice, then you have salad by the side, coleslaw, and then you have a very big chicken on top. Some people, I've made my findings, right? For me, because of how I cherish that chicken and because of how I have been trained, I would have loved to eat it last. I want to set the best apart for the last. But some people, I've made my findings. Some people, they said, according to my findings and my research, they said they would first eat the chicken because they have to first eat the chicken and then take small rice and then throw the remaining one away and all of that. But you see, we are extremely wrong. We are extremely wrong. See, you might not see I will show you the problem. I will show you the problem, right? And I will tell you the solution to it. I'll tell you the solution. So, the food, oh my God, see this big chicken, so you set it apart for either the last or maybe the problem there is misplaced priority. Misplaced priority. Should I tell you the most important thing on that plate? Should I tell you? The most important thing on that plate is the food. Now, what is the food? The food includes the rice, the salad, and the chicken, or the meat, or the fish, or whatever. Nothing is more important than the other. Everything is important together, not apart. Nothing in that plate is better than the other. I will show you how this thing affects you. Sincerely speaking, I will show you how it affects in the real scheme of things, right? So let's continue. Nothing is more important in that plate. Everything is important. Nothing should be treated with higher priority than the other. The food is the food. As simple as that. As simple as that. As simple as that, oh. As simple as that. Now let me show you in the grand scheme of things. We have a misplaced priority. Again, I don't want to say we because I'm out and I'm coming out consciously. And sincerely speaking, oh my God, I've trained myself now so much so that no matter how big that chicken is, because me now, I like to keep it for the last. No matter how sweet or big the meat is without bone, without any, it's so sweet to have a very big meat without bone. If I would have loved to eat it at the last, I will finish everything first. So that I will kill that appetite that wants to prioritize the meat and put it at the end of the food. So now it now looks like the meat is a reward for the food. No, it's not a reward. Everything is important. The rice is not more important than the meat. The meat is not more important than the salad is not more important than the food. Everything is important. Everything is important. So now, how does this affect us in life? I went for a conference and please, I beg you, listen very well. Listen attentively. So creative reflections. Early, I think June or July this year, 2025, and it was by ID Kabasa. Dr. Foy was there, Banky W was there, and a few other people. So, after Banky W's session, and they were doing panelist session, and so one guy asked Banky W. Banky W is a song. He's an artist. I don't want to call him a minister now. I don't know if he's a minister. So he was. Hey, God help me. He's first an actor. I knew him first as an actor. Oh, sorry. I don't even know again. He's an artist. He's an actor. And he does other things as well. And recently, he went into politics as well. And then this guy was asking a question. And I actually think that this question is beautiful. So the guy asked, you are doing this. you are into music, you are in the film industry, a top class one, like nobody, oh my God, is good at that, is this, is that. Why politics? Why add politics? And then the answer he gave shattered and broke something in me. And then he said something. He said, every protest that has ever gone on in this country, Nigeria, is, if he is not the head, if he is not the one heading that protest, he is probably at the back taking a picture or doing an interview with somebody with a mic. If he is not there on ground, then he's in the WhatsApp group. That there is no way that a protest will go on in Nigeria that he will not be a part of it, and he will not be a huge part of it. And he said he noticed that for so many years that they have been doing protest, the only thing that has changed is not substantial. Like, nothing substantial changes after the whole protest, the whole stress, the whole problem. But people still continue. People still want to protest. If the president does something now, people will go out for protest. Now, let me show you the problem there. He said, people protest and they don't see results. And so he thought to himself, what better way? What better way is there to help him get results? And he saw that if he goes into power, he will be able to do more, and his voice will reach out to more people. His voice will carry more power. His voice will do more than having 10,000 youths carrying pako, carrying broom, shouting, moving naked on the streets, shouting, scattering things, carrying banner, carrying placard. One person in power. The voice of just one person in power. He thought to himself and he said, okay, let me just, and that thing, he said it casually, but oh my God, it did something in me. That people's priority has been misplaced, so much so that they put so much effort into protesting. And when you ask them to come into power to do that thing, do it better, they will say, politics, no, I don't want to, I don't want to be involved in that dirty game. But when I first, when I was very young, I wanted to be a banker, I wanted to be an aeronautic engineer, I wanted to be this, I wanted to be I wanted to be a president too, or maybe a governor, or a politician. And somebody told me, I don't want to call names, somebody I really respect, told me, no, don't go into politics. Politics is a dirty game. And since then, I began to see politics as a dirty game. Like, it's a dirty game. People, they do mago, they lie their way to power, they shall do rubbish, they do nonsense. And that mindset has been with me ever since. And so, when you tell people that, in fact, don't protest, come and be, so at least come and be a senator, come and be a member of the House of Representatives. They will say, it's dirty, it's too. And you know what? Even if they don't say no with their mouth, they have said no with their attitude and their actions, because most of them don't have the prerequisites, they don't have the required certificates, they probably didn't finish secondary school, they probably need to, if you see people that probably finished all of those things, they most likely will not want to go into power. They prefer to be on the street shouting. Misplaced priority. It started from somewhere. And I can tell you that our food, the way we eat, the way we value meat more than the rice, the way when we want to eat swallow, the way we value the meat more than the semo. And they will say, I heard somebody's story. He said when they were young and they were eating, the mother would say he should carry the meat with his left hand and hold it up, and then use his right hand to finish eating. And after he has finished eating and licking the soup and like finishing everything, that's when he can now eat the meat from his left hand to his mouth. Like, he must not touch the meat. That is how we have been wired from onset. And it has affected a lot of things. So much so that we don't care if the protest of the masses does not have any results. All we want is to shout. Even if we don't see results, we are satisfied with shouting. And not being in power where we can do things and make things work. Priorities. Misplaced priorities. Misplaced priorities. I've told you how I, I started to overcome mine. I would always love to eat the meat last, but now I finish the meat first before I start digging in, and it has been breaking that priority. That's that priority that has been set in my mind. It has been breaking it down. Let me give you another example of a misplaced priority. A lady will always say, I'm sure you must have heard stuff like, oh, I want a tall guy. I'll say for both sides before ladies attack me. I know somebody that will come and attack me. So I will say for both sides. So a lady will say, I want a tall guy. I want, a guy with pink lips. I want, a guy that is, tall, a guy that's fair, his eyes are charming, he can speak, his accent, and all of those things. Let me say for the guy as well, before they come for me. A guy will say, oh, I want a wife that, she's fair, her English is Queen's English, she knows these phonetics, she is bright in all money, bright, light in complexion, and all of these things. And we really don't look at see, if you ask anybody on the street, most likely they will tell you that the kind of person they want is somebody that has money, somebody that is tall, a cute guy, a this, a that, and that's where it ends. And we don't see the bigger picture. We don't see we don't see beyond that. Somebody asked me one time, it's somebody else, I asked myself, okay, while I was thinking about this, I asked myself, what the person that created computer, the father of computer, is he tall? Is he cute? I don't know. Even you don't know. Is he cute? Does he have pink lips? Is he muscular? Does he have six-pack? You do not know. Even me, I don't know. I don't think anybody that listens to this podcast will know. Because that is not what matters. What matters is that which name did I call that? Is it Charles Babbage? Who is it? Charles Babbage, father of computer. Right? So you don't know because it does not matter. What matters is his impact, is what he has in his mind, is what he's doing, those are the things that matters. But misplaced priorities. We see this one as better and more important than this one. Misplaced priority. Pouring your energy into what should not even be relevant at all and kicking the most relevant thing in the room out. Misplaced priority. Let me give you another instance that has to do with this priority as a whole. For every episode I'll most likely drop 2 examples of things or characteristics. Yes, let's just call it characteristics. So another characteristic of, let me tell you for the 1% now. For the 1%, by observation, by study, by all of, study, observation, meditation and all of that, I've come to realize that they actually do not have church clothes, house clothes. What's it called now? What other clothes do we have? They don't have church clothes and house clothes. They don't. They don't have church clothes and house clothes. What they have is clothes. Again, they don't have church clothes and house clothes. They have clothes. You know what we do is this. We have found a way to prioritize or see Sunday as more important than every other day, because we probably think God is not in it. And or maybe, you are going to church, you have to look your best for God, but your body is the actual temple every day and every time. It is your body that is the temple of God. It is your body that God dwells in, not necessarily the church. It is when you come to church that God, the God that has always been in your body, that you have been clothing rubbishly, is the one that is in the church that you go to. So we paint Sunday as more important, and maybe Monday, Monday is just okay for people that even go to work. Let's say a banker now. A banker has to look good. A banker has to look good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Work days. You have to. It's a priority. It's very, very important. But on Saturday, go and check him out. Go and check him out. You probably just wants to go and get something, up there. Check him out. We have prioritized a few days. We have prioritized some days, and we have placed them over others. We have prioritized places above others. So if we are going to meet the president, we will dress Pro Max Ultra. If we are going to meet your lecturer, you can just dress. If you are going to meet your mommy, maybe your parents, maybe they saw you when you were naked, they were the one that gave birth to you, and you can wear rags and just go, since it's not not knowing that it is you that it is about. It's not about them. It's not necessarily about them. It is not necessarily about the places. It is about you. Look good at all times. Look good at all times. I'm sure you have watched Nollywood movies, and maybe even any movie, and you see them probably maybe they are just playing around in the compound in their own house, and they are wearing shoe, and I used to wonder, where are they going to that are wearing shoe? I used to think shoe was for Sunday. Like, shoe is for Sunday. Like, shoe is only for church. That was oh my God. It is also priority. It's also misplaced priority. I used to think shoe was for Sunday. That you are wearing shoe. Maybe you are going to one party, or you are going to church, and that was it. Like, that was it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about you. It is about you. Look good at all times. I want to just go and buy fish here. Look good at all times. All times. They are those people that wear or that look good, the top 1%. They don't look good because, hey, I don't even know who I might meet on the road. I can meet my destiny helper now. I can meet I can meet somebody that will just give me a contract on the road. Let me know. No, they don't dress because of that. They dress because they know that their body is important. They are important, and so they have to dress well because they only live once. As simple as that. But if you have to wear fine clothes, it has to be because I want to go and meet. So you are wearing it. You are you are clothing yourself because of the importance of another person and not because of the importance of yourself. You are demeaning yourself. You are placing priority on that person and not yourself. So you cannot grow. You cannot do much. It's the hard truth I've had to learn. It's the hard truth I've had to learn. If you are hearing this now, your church clothes, your house clothes, combine it. Just combine it. I had bag for my church clothes. I had a bag. My house clothes. Oh my God, I always play. I might play football. So there are yama yama, and there are just somehow clothes. Clothes that you see that the neck would have. Since we are at home and we are just playing and it doesn't matter now. We are at home. But if you are going out, it's not right. Even if it wants to sound correct in your ear, it's not right. It is not right. You have to look good at all times. Nobody should determine how good you should look. Oh, I want to go to a party. Oh, I want to. Yeah, I'm not saying you cannot go and buy. See, you would have even noticed that when you watch movies and you see a rich man's daughter wants to celebrate her birthday and she's going shopping, she wants to just get a clothes and get a this for her birthday. When you look at it very well, when you really look at it and you see what she wears on a regular day and then you see what she wears on her birthday, you will really not see difference. See, the truth is that you actually should not see any difference because they have always lived up to that standard. Like, they have always been it. They have always lived up to that standard. They have always been up there. They don't have to, misplaced priority. Please change. I know, I told you that I have had to, take this thing with a sour mouth, digest it, and start working on myself. That you don't see the meat as more important. You know that food is important, full stop. That you don't go to a party and they give you food and then you probably cannot finish the rice. You are so full, you now left the rice, but you look for nylon and you now put the meat. It shouldn't be you. Have you not seen how rich people they the way they will eat, you see the meat remain, and then you see the protein remain, and then you see the rice also remain. Don't you think? It is not because, oh my God, it's not because they don't know how valuable the chicken is. It is because they don't think one is important than the other. They think it is food, and that is it. Like, it is food, full stop. They don't see it as rice and chicken. They see it as food. They don't see it as, oh my God, big meat or big chicken or big turkey. They see it as food. Full stop. Full stop. For some of you, for you to learn how to do this thing, for you to learn how to break this thing, what you need to do is that you sincerely will now have to eat and not finish your meat, no matter how small it is. Just give your younger one. That's how some of you will break loose and start seeing the bigger picture. That's how you will break loose. Sincerely speaking, that's how you will break loose. That's how you will break loose. By all means, we have to come out of it. Remove all the shackles from your leg. Remove it, and so you can see clearly, so you can prioritize things clearly, so you don't do things with your life that you're not supposed to do at all. Imagine that illustration I gave you about protesting. Do you know that I think 2026, the election is going to be in 2026 now. Do you know that people Nobody is doing anything about it now. This is 2025. This is November 13th, 2025. Nobody is saying anything about the election now. It is when the election is almost happening, that's where you now start seeing youth. Oh my God, okay, let's stand up for this. Oh, let's do this. Or they might even protest. And the protest, we have little to, I said little, it will have zero results. Zero results. Zero results. But for them, or let me say for us, to now go into power, consciously put in the effort, do the school, get the requirement, get the required document to go into power, no matter how small or how big, at least go into power. Let your voice matter so you can speak and your voice will have much power and echo. They won't. The masses like to shout. The masses like to shout. They fuel the people on top. They fuel the top 1%. The masses like to shout. They like to do. They like to throw efforts everywhere. They like to, plaster the fact that they are putting in efforts, even if there is no results to show. Results is more important than the effort you put in. If I can just touch a ball with one of my toe, like just one, and I score. Just one toe. I just, I didn't kick it too much. I just, use one toe to just kick the ball small, and I scored the penalty. And somebody went back, went to the second. If you just picture a football pitch, from that box 18, the guy now went back to the other post. He now ran and come, with all his energy, come, and he kicked the ball, and he didn't score. I'm still the winner. Me, I'm the winner. But the masses, they will paste that effort everywhere. They see it as, oh my God, the boy tried. He tried. It's not about the results. It's not about the efforts you put. It's about the end. Right? It's about the end. It's about the results you get. It's about the results you get. I want you to get this in context. If you shout in a protest, if you curse, oh, Tinubu, we hate you, oh, Tinubu this, oh, Tinubu that, oh, this, and he still won, people will come again. There's another election every 4 years. They are bringing, people will still stand up again and talk, and he might still win again. And again, when they want to do another election, people will stand up again and talk. And why not just enter power? But they don't see it. Misplaced priority. And it starts from these little things that I'm telling you now. From these little places. From these seemingly impossible things. It does not look like it. It does not look like what can cause. But it's the foundation. Big, it does not make up big. It is small that make up big. Small plus small is big. Small plus small plus small plus small. It equals big. It is not big that makes big. That problem did not just come. No. It came by multiplication, addition of little misplaced priority to the big picture you see now. I hope you will do something about this that you've learned. And I hope you don't come to my DM and say, oh my God, I've learned so much, thank you. I hope you don't just farms about what you learned. I sincerely hope that you will also put it to work. Come to my DM, thank me, send a review. Beautiful. But work on it. Work on yourself. See you in the next episode.